Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My dear children, this is the continuity of unit number 15. Unit number 15, domestic chemicals. This is our heading. So in domestic chemicals, we have studied several domestic chemicals. This is the last domestic chemical in our syllabus, that is paint. So we know that one, we apply paints on surfaces due to several reasons. Okay, to create a beauty, to give a protection, right? There are various reasons why do we apply paint. So one thing it is there, paints are chemicals. In making a paint, there are three materials mixed together. One material is pigments. Generally, the word pigments standing for color. Any color is pigment. Whatever the color you notice, even a color you notice in a dress, cloth, materials, papers, wherever you see color, they are having pigments. In creating artificial pigments, mainly metal oxides or metal salts are used. Okay, so for example, chromium oxide is giving green color pigment. So green color, if you notice in paints, in watercolors, then you can think that it is chromium there, right? So like that, there are various colors there, orange color pigments, red color pigments, various color pigments are there. So the pigments will be either metal oxides or metal salts. That is the general. In addition, certain metals are also used. You have seen a gold color paints, okay, copper color paints, like metal paints are there. So bronze, gold, zinc, aluminium, like metals are in fine powder form, we are using as paint components. Bronze is an alloy. Bronze is an alloy, a mixture of more than two metals. Second, it is binder. So in the case of binder, binder is a non-volatile. Non-volatile, you can understand that word now. Volatile mean can evaporate. Non-volatile mean it cannot evaporate. So there's a non-evaporating material there, and that non-evaporating material is called by the name binder. The third material, there's a vehicle there. Vehicle is a solvent. Okay, volatile hydrocarbonic substances such as turpentine are used as vehicle. So see, in a paint, there is a non-volatile material, can't evaporate, binder. There is another material, it can evaporate, a vehicle. Two types of paints are there. One we call emulsion paint. Another one we call enamel paint. So the difference between emulsion paint and enamel paint, it is emulsion paint you can apply on the walls. You can apply as a filler. Enamel paint you can apply on wood, metals like material. It will well stick to metal surface, wood surface. If we apply emulsion paint on the wood surface, it will easily peel out. It will come out like a sheet broken into pieces. But it will not happen so in on the cement walls. So due to this reason, there are two types of paint sold in the shops. Okay, you can buy hardware shops these types of paints. One we call emulsion paint, other one we call enamel paint. Emulsion paint has water as a vehicle. Enamel paint has turpentine as a vehicle. So these are the ideas. So thing it is paints are because they have metals, metal oxides, metal salts, okay, or organic solvents. When these chemicals are added to the environment, there will be environmental pollution and harmful effects can be created. So this is the note you have to complete regarding paints. After paints, we are coming to the heading combustion of fossil fuel and waste water. Okay. So plus fossil fuel, petroleum and coal, these two are called fossil fuels. Fossil fuel has a longer story, but we are not here to discuss that longer story. So if you take petrol, diesel, petrol, kerosene, and coal, when you burn these materials, so many gaseous things are coming out. Okay, most of these gaseous things that comes out of the burning of petrol and coal are highly environmentally harmful compounds. Carbon monoxide, toxic. When a person inhales carbon monoxide, he will be getting killed. And 2 days ago, sometimes some of you might have heard about it. A couple, husband, 56 years old, wife, 54 years old. Both have gone on a trip to Norelia. In Norelia, as the season is very cold, what the couple has done is for BBQ making, there will be coal. Okay, they have burnt that and kept that heat inside the room and has gone to sleep. The carbon monoxide emitted from this BBQ making coal tray, they have inhaled, they have intoxicated, and they got killed. So next day morning, they recovered only their bodies. So you can understand how much carbon monoxide is toxic there. So that only I told this story. And carbon dioxide, it is the main gas that causes global warming. So such a gas, we have to be very careful. Okay, global warming is one of the reasons for the lack of rain in our country. The outcome is power cuts. Correct? That's one. And next it is sulfur dioxide. And sulfur dioxide is a gas that causes mainly acid rain. Acid rain's major contribution is oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. And thereafter, we come for a heading called gases emitted by burning plastic and polythene. We have a habit of now in our Kandy district, plastic, polythene-like materials are collected once in a week by the Kandy Municipal Council. So what happens is sometimes they don't come also. So the plastic, polythene get accumulated. Now 2 weeks collection assembled together. What shall we do? What the people do is they pile them in the center of the courtyard or some in corner and burn them. So burning plastic, polythene-like materials, it can release a bad, powerful, toxic gas called dioxin, right? It's a toxic gas, okay? Dioxin is a toxic gas. It can easily, inhaling like carbon monoxide, highly toxic. And it can cause cancer also. It can cause cancer. Okay, your immune system will be affected, right? That kind of a gas is dioxin, right? Fine. So once you move further, we come to a heading called another pollutant type. It is actually persistent organic pollutants. Okay, why they are called persistent organic pollutants mean, this is the main point, they are surviving, they are remaining in the environment for a longer time period. They persist in the environment a longer time period. Why? What does it make them to remain in the environment for a long time period? Mean microorganisms cannot do degradation on them. Biodegradation is not possible. So they survive in the environment for a longer time period. Second, like heavy metals, the POP, persistent organic pollutants, have a nature of accumulating through the food chain. Here before I explained you. Okay, here before I have explained you. Okay, biomagnification, that means from, if you compare the producer level compared to producer level, primary consumer level will be getting high concentration. Primary compared primary consumer level, secondary consumer level will be getting greater concentration. Like this, the concentration will increase. That is applicable to POP also. Third character, they spread widely in the environment. Okay, spread widely in the environment quickly for a large area, they can easily spread. And finally, their toxicity, toxic character, okay, poison level is very, very high. In the world, 12 organic pollutants have been identified under the name called dirty dozen. Okay, they are highly threat to the Earth's biodiversity. So telling this one, in our country, DDT is a POP, even dioxin is a POP, but DDT is the POP mentioned in your syllabus. Okay, so DDT has been banned in Sri Lanka. Okay, Sri Lankan politicians are well thinking of the environment. Okay, so that's why President Gotabaya Rajapaksa banned the import of chemical fertilizers. See, always Sri Lankan pollutants are, sorry, Sri Lankan politicians, pollutants, both are looking like same no. Sri Lankan politicians, Sri Lankan pollutants, looking like same no, right? So why both are same, right? So keep in the mind. So POP is DDT example. What are the problems? Inborn effects. When the children are born, eye will not be appeared and heart will not be properly closed, no proper growth. Many problems can occur. So I told you, dioxin can cause cancer. Okay, dioxin can cause inborn effects and mental defects. So, Sri Lanka is already a country of mentally ill set of people. Okay, that's why they voted for 69 lakhs voted to one most intelligent fellow, right? So in this way, if you consider, POP has several ill effects. Okay, now we are coming to the heading called ill effects of environmental pollution. Now, environmental pollution is occurring. So environmental pollution has several ill effects. These ill effects are divided into two. One they call direct effects, other one we call indirect effects. In the direct effects, one it is acid rain. Already we have studied about acid rain. Second, it is global warming. Okay, you can get the note here, but I have already explained to you about global warming. So these two areas we have already discussed. Third, it is ozone layer depletion. This we didn't speak much. So today we are speaking about it. In the ozone layer, holes appear. That means ozone layers size is, thickness is decreasing. These gases, what are the gases? NO. Don't say no. It is nitric oxide. Okay, NO standing for nitric oxide. And other one is CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. These two gases react with the ozone and break the ozone from its original composition. That is the problem. Okay. So anyway, because of these gases in the ozone layer, a hole appears. Now, through this hole, what's coming in? Ultraviolet rays are coming in higher quantity, higher percentage. This higher rate of ultraviolet entry to the Earth's surface creates several problems. One, cataract. In it, eye lens is losing its transparency. In your grade 9, you have little studied about cataract. Second, mutation. Again, cancer. Now see, in our country, among the people, cancer is very common. due to several reasons. One of the reason is this. Third, it is reduced body immunity. Body's immune level, defense nature against the diseases, it is lowered. And finally, it affects the photosynthesis and reduce the crop yield. So all these defects are there for, what is it? Ozone layer depletion. Next, it is photochemical smog. Okay, it is the last part. Today, I am going to discuss with the photochemical smog. This video will be completed, inshallah. Shortly, I will make my next video on the remaining portion, right? So, photochemical smog. What is photochemical smog? I will show you first. Okay, what is photochemical smog is first I will show you. Okay, the environment will become cloudy. Okay, it is a smog. It is a mist-like one. This is photochemical smog's appearance. Okay, you can't properly see through. You can't properly see through. You look like a mist one. No, it is not actually mist. It is a material called smog. When this smog comes in contact with the human eye irritation means reddening, paining, all these problems will be getting created. Okay, photochemical smog is toxic to plants. When people breathe, they are creating their wheezing problems. Now, already some people will have wheezing problem. It will be exaggerated. It will be exaggerated due to the photochemical smog. Okay, vision will be affected. Rubber cloth-like materials will lose their quality. Their color will be decreasing, and okay, that kind of a problem. Photochemical smog is happening with the contribution of oxides of nitrogen. Oxides of nitrogen is one of the main components that are contributing to photochemical smog. Hydrocarbons are contributing to photochemical smog. Hydrocarbons and oxides of nitrogen. They are the two main components there. Actually, the syllabus doesn't tell about them. Okay, it is only explaining you the content of photochemical smog. Okay, so with this one, I am completing up to page number 18. Another 11 pages there. Inshallah, shortly, I will give you another one. We will be quickly finishing this area. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.